Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, where today I want to talk about one of my many favorite pianists, the great Mal Waldron. Now, he had a very interesting story because well after his professional career in jazz began in the late 50s, he had a nervous breakdown in the early 60s. It was drug abuse and other causes that contributed to it. And as a result, he forgot how to play and he retaught himself how to play piano. And he emerged with what I would consider his signature style that carried him forward through the late 60s into the 70s, 80s, and 90s, where he played with some of the top musicians throughout the world, living mostly in Europe, but playing with American jazz greats, including one of my favorite drummers, Billy Higgins. Now, what's unique about Mal Waldron's style? Well, I would say it's because he can seamlessly combine the avant-garde and the dissonant with the bluesy, the soulful, and the harmonically rich and invigorating. And it's not an easy thing to do. The idea of fusing different styles is one of those things in music that is always easier said than done. But when you listen to his recordings, particularly his solo piano recordings, he really does it with a remarkable ease. Now, he played all sorts of instruments. He could play acoustic piano, he could play electric piano, and this style, which combined the avant garde with the modern harmonic and soulful approach, was really something present across his different styles on various different instruments. Now, I would say that his 70s output was probably his most interesting. There's a great album from 1972 that he did called Journey Without End. The opening from around the same era, this was from the year 1970, one of his best solo piano albums, as was 1973's Blues for Lady Day, a masterpiece, if you ask me. Another one from 72. This was yet another solo work. This one was recorded live called Meditations. And then the following year, what I would probably consider his best sort of group album, his best ensemble album, Up Pop the Devil. And this has some wonderful personnel on. It's got the incredible, legendary Reggie Workman on bass. And like I said earlier, Billy Higgins on the drums. But any of his stuff from the 70s or the 80s, from that matter, you can't really go wrong with. A very, very interesting pianist who did very interesting things. And just when you think it's going too avant-garde, he pulls it back into something rich and soulful. And just when you think this is something soulful, but I may have heard it before, he goes into something very avant-garde, very adventurous, very out there. And again, it was the yin and the yang of his playing that really made him a true original. As always, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.